His burden was never getting lighter. He dreamed of being a writer, but he never took his talent higher, falling back onto his skills as a fighter. Never the type of guy to give up, but he always felt blocked. The words were stuck. Couldn't flow, so he couldn't show his inner gold. So it grew cold and he put on a bold face in an effort to replace or erase any trace of that softness that went to waste in his lines. Now he's a nutcase who reviles in his speed and strength. He's in denial about the length of his lifespan, losing a tenth of his brilliance every time they knock out his lines from him. The plan was just to do it for fun, but his first fight he won. And from there it went on, and he keeps doing it. He's been doing it for way too long to stop, but every time he drops, he feels the potential to write is rocked, and he wants to hang up the gloves before the gift is locked forever. But he's never shared his skill with letters and wants to wait till he's good, but he just keeps getting better. Meanwhile, his soul keeps getting wetter as the weather, the unrelenting rain of his pain at the strain of what he might do to others constantly bothers him. He feels like he's trapped in his conscience. He's always fighting, hitting the gym, trying to gain like Wahlberg, but the pain of injuries keeps him in the same space, always stuck in the same place. He tries hard to be a good Christian, but he fails. Drugs and alcohol keeping his countenance pale, wallet thin like he's always putting up bail. His tale was similar to so many. They say we're always fighting in our own way, trapping and shotting day to day so we can ball on the weekend. Champagne sprays, hustling for that ace of spades, we end up digging our own graves. We're fighting for the wrong reasons. Some ready to die for the littleish they peddling, seasoning the beef because they ain't willing to settle in a 9 to 5, so they continue to meddle in the other side of the law, lacking the patience to be first world poor. We should be fighting against perception, fighting for protection, fighting for a family and a decent flipping pension, fighting the tension that keeps us in suspension, stifling the dress code that makes us look like henchmen. And yes, I've been knocked down before, hit the deck, tasted the floor. I've lost some battles, but I will win the war. And we're always going to be fighting something, that's for sure. Just make sure you know what's worth fighting for.